Welcome, all you beautiful souls, to your weekly energy update, and we're going to be looking at the week of June 26th through July 3rd. Has some interesting things that are happening this week astrologically, actually starting on the 26th all the way up to like July 1st. The god of war, Mars, is going to be having this interesting kind of energetic dance with Pluto. So you got the god of war and Pluto, which is kind of the destroyer of things. It's like the challenging kind of energy of that planet. And they're both going to be interacting with each other during those 4 or 5 days. So really be aware that there's going to be some it's almost like you can smell gas in the air, and you're like, don't light any matches because it's going to go boom. So just walk gently with others and just kind of carefully walk around. Don't have to walk on eggshells, but just be aware on, do I need to say things that way, or do I need to say that at all? And wait for this week to kind of go by before you bring up any kind of volatile subjects. Because we also have on June 28th the new moon in Cancer. Cancer is a very emotional, energy. It is attached to the moon. So, because Cancer is ruled by the moon, so you've got all this strong emotional energy that is happening. Not so much like a full moon, but a new moon is about new things, new emotions coming in. So you've got that mother, that nurturing energy, that emotional energy that's interacting as well, starting on June 28th, planting new seeds for new emotions, new ways of looking at things too. We also have the Neptune, planet of Neptune, on June 28th, the same day as the new moon, going fully retrograde. We've been in the pre-shadow of it since March 22nd. So you've already started to feel this energy of the Neptune retrograde, which is about like the stripping away of illusions or any kind of realities or any kind of small t truths that could have clouded our vision and keeping us from having clarity. So as this started in March 22nd, like some beliefs, some ways of seeing things have started to be challenged, but now we're going to go full bloom from June 28th all the way through December 3rd in having like this review of what we believe about things. Especially Neptune has to do a lot with our spirituality, our awareness of that kind of dreamy type world as well. And get used to that emotion and that feeling as we revisit that, because we actually it goes direct on December 3rd, but then we go into the post shadow of that, which means that we kind of have a review of the things that we wanted to change all the way up until like March 10th, which is very interesting because Neptune, we start to go kind of head forward, but then we kind of start going to a halt and drifting backward again because we go back in to retrograde June 30th of next year, and we stay in that all the way until December 24th of next year, the 2023, and we'll be in the post shadow of that all the way until March 27th of 2024. So this challenging of looking at the way we see things is going to be a huge theme for the next, year and a half, right? So just get used to it. Once we understand that this is the energy that's out there, then we can deal with it differently because we know why it's happening. We don't feel as out of water, which makes sense with everything going on in the world, with all these truths that are coming out around political things and, everything everywhere. All of us have been having like this challenge of what do I believe? Because we're hearing different stories from all over the place, and it really starts having you wonder, what is truth? All these capital T truths of the heavenly realm, we're wanting to grasp for that because all the small t truths of the human world seem to be fluctuating and flying all over the place and even contradicting each other. So there is this call for a capital T truth that's so much more. I always say that the small t truths are those that are rooted in the conditional love of the human side, but the capital T truths of the heavenly realm are those that are rooted in unconditional love. So we're going to be having this little fluctuation and this pointing towards ourselves to find out what within our soul do we believe, instead of listening to the popular opinion of the humans and the outside world. So we're going to dive in to your weekly reading just to see what is going to be coming about from this sparking of energy and see what the Creator wants you to know. So we'll jump into your sign right now. All right, Pisces, this is your weekly energy update, and we're going to start off by pulling a card here from the Shaman's Dream Oracle. Now, any of the cards I use in a reading, I do list in the description box below. I'm just going to give these a good shuffle. One more time. And then we're just going to see what general energies, what does the Creator want you to know around this Neptune retrograde energy, and where can you use clarity in your life? Where is that coming, or just what they want you to know about that energy in general? So for our Pisces, what would you like them to know, please? Okay, this one right here. And you have Watchers, transpersonal. Beautiful cards. And this is card number 60. So put that here. And let's see what energy that brings in. So talks about serendipity in the observer or witness and the transpersonal. So when this Watchers card appears, it's an invitation to stop doing. Pause. Get off the treadmill and take a deep breath. Find the witness within, the one who can observe the fire and fury happening around you, but is not caught up in any of the drama. The time is right to step back. If you have a thought or opinion, keep it to yourself. And they say that in a very gentle, loving way. If you have a feeling that needs to be expressed, do it in the shower. Do not engage with the action happening around you. Simply observe. Watchers show up to direct your attention to the horizon. The Watchers is this card, because it shows up to direct you to your attention to the horizon and away from the anthill in front of you. Others might think you are simply doing nothing, but let them know that you are helping the sun to set in the evening sky. I like that. There are bigger things to attend to. You have spent such a long time trying to correct the course of events and the actions of others. Let it be for a short while, as you become the observer rather than the doer. The Watcher's card invites you to break free from the linear, causal pace of the petty day-to-day. Rise to divine coincidence, to serendipity, and notice how the act of seeing the heart of the matter produces results. Things happen without you doing anything. Creation unfolds in its own mysterious way, requiring only a sacred witness. I like that too. Seeing the heart in things, seeing the love in things. So definitely this journey is all about stepping out, as I always say, as I daily try to turn back in the Deputy of the Universe badge that I take on of this is how the world should be and what everyone should be doing and thinking and feeling, and it's exhausting. It's like, here, I quit. And they're like, that's okay. It was a play, badge anyway from a little children's toys box set. You really were just pretending to have any control over anything in the world, right? We will take the tarot here. See what other clarity or information they would like us to know around this. All right, so for our Pisces, what else would you like them to know around this energy? Okay. All right, very good. These three. Okay. And these three as well. And I love that you start off with the high priestess because the high priestess, she steps away from all the chaos, goes into her high priestess temple and connects to the higher realms, connects to the spirit realm, dives into the hidden and the unknown and the unseen rather than involving herself in the chaos of the world. So you definitely have this reaffirmation here. It's time for you to step away from all that. Get into your temple. Get into that sacredness, into that ritual. Whatever you do to step away and to go in through that presence. It's almost like the Holy of Holies in the Christian belief system. You go into this place that is most sacred and away from all the chaos and the fear of the outside world into a place of safety and love. And I feel like that's what they're calling you to do here. Yeah, because you have a 2 here. And now you have the 2 of Wands. And Wands is your drive, your ambition, your inspiration, your passion. It's your energy, though. And the 2 of Wands with this, so far, what's coming through is about you have 2 places that you can focus on. And wherever you focus on, grows. Wherever your focus goes, your energy flows, as they say, right? So if you're focusing on the chaos and all that stuff that's going on in the outside world, and watching that ant pile that has the little ant battle going on, and they're all attacking one another, there's so much activity, and that's what grows in your life. Or if you are looking at the sun and you're seeing the glory and you're feeling the positivity and the wonderfulness and the gratitude of life and what's happening in your life, that grows instead. So it shows that wherever you're pointing, your vision and your focus is what is growing on in your life. And this is basically telling you that you have another option besides being consumed by the outside world and everything that's going on, especially around this time of the human existence across the world. In the United States, we have elections coming back up again. I know, oh God, no. And, all the stuff that's been going on, with illnesses and diseases and wars and rumors of wars and rumors of nuclear war and, is an asteroid headed toward the planet now? It's like all this stuff. There's so much. When we expand on that fear and chaos, that's what grows. But when we start focusing on the love from above and gratitude and happiness and joy, that is what expands in your life. And then you have the Queen of Cups, which this is your water energy. And the Queen of Cups not only rolls over the water energy, all the queens have water, so she's double water, which I usually say that she is so similar to the High Priestess because of her ability with that double water. She can really deep dive into her emotions. She connects to her intuition. Both of them are very intuitive, and you're able to connect, at that heartfelt level to the spirit realm. So I do really see that there's this message here of stepping away and connecting to the spirit world. As much as possible will help you. And then you have the Wheel of Fortune, which is card number 10, endings and new beginnings. There are things that are coming into your life and you're changing the way that you're approaching them. But there is a beautiful story that Spirit gave me around the Wheel of Fortune here. And it's before you came down here, your higher self chose you to be its avatar, to be its character that it was going to live this experience through. It chose when you were going to be born and when you're going to withdraw out of your body and become back fully just in the spirit realm. And then all these fated events it wanted to experience through you in this lifetime as a human to more fully understand who it is by experiencing a lot of things that it's not. But within each of those individual fated experiences and circumstances that come into our life, we still have the power to choose what story we apply to that situation and what emotion we want to feel through that situation. And the choice we have is either one of unconditional love or of the fear of losing conditional love. So this duality, this choice is being brought to you, showing you that no matter what comes your way, you get to choose what it means about you and others in the world, and you get to choose what you feel as you go through it. And I know when I first learned of this story, I was like, but it doesn't feel like we're making a choice. It feels like this thing happens, and this is what it means, this thing happens, and this is how I feel. And Spirit, of course, gently sat me down and said, okay, let's take a look. Like all humans, when you're younger, you're given popular opinions on what you're supposed to think this thing means, right? Supposed to. And this popular opinion on how you're supposed to feel as you go through that situation. And it becomes so reinforced over and over again that it becomes our habit to believe that that's what it means and this is how I'm supposed to feel. And then eventually it comes my reaction to where it doesn't feel like I'm making a choice because it's happening so quick. But Spirit says, if you slow down, if you, and when emotions come up or a situation comes up, before you decide what emotion you want to feel and what it means, take a pause and choose a new habit. Choose one of unconditional love and try it on for size. Or if while you're in it, you just feel like I can't make any other choice because it's just happened so naturally and quickly. After it happens, go back and revisit it and see if you can feel differently about it, choose a different emotion around it, choose a different meaning around it, and then try to see if you can make that a new habit. Because it changes you from feeling like you're on this out of control drama train that's about to leap off the tracks and explode in a gorge because you feel like you're at the whim of whatever's happening outside of you, like we talked about. But instead, you see that life is more like you're on a monorail train at Disney World, where the train is attached to the tracks. It can't fly off. It's moving smoothly. It stops exactly on time and perfect timing as it's been prearranged. And you see that life isn't so much like that life is happening to you and that you're a victim to life, but that life is unfolding for you. And you're seeing that you have this power and this choice. And then your future doesn't seem so frightful. It's not so much full of fear, because before, when you were afraid of the future because if something comes down, you felt out of control. Because if this thing happens, this is how I have to feel and what it has to mean. So you feel very out of control. You don't know what's coming around the corner. You don't know how you're going to feel next and decide next. But when you really grasp into this power that you have, you realize that it doesn't matter what comes your way. You get to choose what it means, and you get to choose how you're going to feel. Now, you could always choose that every moment is always going to be glorious and meaning I'm successful and abundant and wonderful. But that might be a little boring. But you could, and it's the knowing that you have the choice between the two that is freeing for you here. Again, what you focus on grows, and that you have a choice on what you choose. And then you have the number 6, which is the Lover's card. And this represents emotional choices. So basically also reaffirming that you get to choose every moment is an emotional choice between either unconditional love or the fear of losing conditional love. So very much a choice reading coming out here for you. And then you have the 10 of Wands. Now, Wands is your drive, your ambition, your inspiration. We talked about that with that 2 of Wands. The 10 of Wands, another 10, by the way, another endings and new beginnings here. And this means a change of your energy. You have become overwhelmed and burdened by how you were feeling before, what you were focusing your energy on. And this allows you to move on. You've used the energy, you've experienced what you've wanted to experience, but now you're ready to transform that energy. You're ready for it to end and have this new beginning. You're ready to refocus on a new area of your life. So it fits right in with what we were talking about. And then your final card, we're going to pull here from the Gentle Creatures Wisdom deck and just see the final message that Spirit has for you. So what's your final message for Pisces, please? All right, these 2. You get 2. Yeah, of course, two. So you've got curiosity. I love that. I'll put that right here. And then you also have teacher. That does look like a poor, worn-out teacher. For all my teacher friends out there, I'm sure you feel like this right before summer starts. So let me take a look here and we'll see what these mean. So curiosity says, curiosity woke up this gentle creature. For too long they had meandered through life without purpose. One day they came upon an unusual plant. No one else knew anything about this plant. And our friend took it upon themselves to learn everything they could about this green, this green denizen of the woods. As they worked with the first plant, they became aware of another and another until suddenly their life was full of growing things. They learned so much that others came to them to be taught. By simply being curious, our gentle creature moved from a life of wandering aimlessly to one of work, knowledge, and teaching. Wow, look at and teacher here, right above it. You're being given the opportunity to learn something new right now. Let your own inquisitiveness find those unexplored areas. Pack up your notebook, your pen, and anything else you might need. This is a call to satiate that thirst for knowledge. Feeling like a refresher course? Needing to go deeper? This is your time. Join our friend studying their plants by setting up your own lab or field station. Indulge your inner student by buying a book on that particular subject. Can't find that book? Maybe it's time for you to commit to paper and share with others what you have discovered from following your curiosity. And I love that, especially with this teacher right above. That's why these two came out together, because it's basically telling you that this experience that you have with this pulling away, really evaluating this, opinion versus seeing things from this different perspective, is really what you're learning through all of this is something that can be shared and that people are so hungry for as well. So whether you write a book or it's one-on-one with another person or you do a blog or whatever it might be, you have this opportunity as you're learning and going through these, what you are learning, you can use to help others. And imagine this teacher is going to say a lot along those same things, but we'll take a look here. It says, come sit with the teacher, the ancient forest dweller. So much has passed before their watchful gaze. They've seen birth, growth, death so many times. Understanding passages of time is their gift to us. When it feels as if something is taking too long, gaze into their eyes. Let their herbal smoke waft around you to remind you that time, like smoke, dissipates easily. The message they bring us today is one of dichotomy. Sometimes the act of waiting feels like dragging yourself through the thickest mud. Other times you feel as if you're being propelled by hurricane force winds. But time is a funny thing. When we dread something, when we do our best to ignore the coming event, that's when the hurricane blows. When we want something so badly, when we feel a desperate need to arrive at the next point, mud awaits us. Will we be sucked down? Will we be blown away? Our teacher creature offers us this thought. What if we simply continue to move forward as we always have? Perhaps the lesson we need to contemplate today is that of living in this moment. If we focus on what is right in front of us, all things will happen as they're meant to happen. When we learn not to push the river or try to stop the wind, we can relieve ourselves of so much, right? Again, there's so much reiterating this other card. Sit here with the teacher a bit, let yourself breathe, and just learn. So it began with this in a way, telling you to look to the sunset, watch. Don't try to, this even said stop doing, right? And be. And that's what this is saying too. Watch, learn, write down what you're learning, because you're going to be able to share this information with others in the future too. But it also is this freedom that comes for you, and you gain your power back, knowing that no matter wherever you're focusing your energy is what grows. And so this is a beautiful, beautiful messages. Couple of messages intertwined here, but I do love this for you. If you are looking for even more messages of love from above, in addition to these weekly energy updates, I also put out monthly readings for each zodiac sign and a few other types of videos throughout the month. So if you don't want to miss out on any of those and be notified immediately when they become available, if you click on the like button for this video and then click the subscribe button, also that will bring up the access to the alarm little bell, and when you go in there, if you select the all option, then you'll be notified of any new videos that come out on this channel. And also doing those things helps spread the love, and it helps my channel grow in significant ways, because when you like a video or share a video, comment on a video, subscribe to the channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so excited it wants to share the videos of this channel with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of that, I am very, very grateful for that. Also, these are general readings. If you're looking for even more specific information for your specific life, I do offer personal readings at a reasonable rate, and all that information is listed in the description box below. Alrighty, all of you mighty Pisces, please know as you're going through this amazing adventure that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing week. I'll be talking with you very soon. And in the meantime, you hang in there and you take care.